What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have a set of amazing news. These news will literally blow your mind because we have quite interesting discovery first of all in our litigation processes. Then we have quite interesting update from the Greg McCabe side, and I have to admit that at least some of his actions might contradict to another actions that he publicly discloses. On top of that, we have not the most pleasant conclusion about one of our community members as well, and I will explain you my thoughts on this story. And on top of that, I will show you that potential we are about to see another lawsuit in our case. So, and before we dive deep into all of these, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, for now, you can join my Patreon account. You can join two tiers of my Discord group. One of them costs you $50 a month, and you will have 30-minute one-on-one Zoom call once a month. But if you join with the gold tier, you will have a weekly one-on-one training session with me for just $150 a month. And guys, to be honest, this is the most popular tier for my patrons right now, and let me show you a sneak peek on the most recent activity in the Discord group. Just recently I published the recap of the week of July 28th through August the 3rd, and let me quote you this. On Monday, I prepared a list of 13 tickers that looked most promising for short positions. As of August the 6th, 10 of them delivered returns ranging from 0.33% to 24.4%, an average profit of 6.1%, while only 3 tickers showed a potential loss between 0.85% and 1.74%, an average loss of 1.22%. More detailed information is available in the attached images, and you can see that I made this call on July 28th, and I wrote, here's a list of tickers that might present shorting opportunities. Please remember, this is not a blind trade signal. Further technical analysis is required before taking actions. And here is the list of the tickers that gained substantial profits. It is 10 of them, and only 3 went in completely opposite direction. I also gave a direct short scalping recommendation on Tesla and Oracle. Both brought an average profit of around 1.5%. In addition, I identified one ticker suitable for a medium-term short position. If you'd like to know which company that is, join my Patreon. As usual, I provided a detailed market overview and analyzed the following tickers: SPY, BBAI, NOV, UNP, NEO, UAA, and CRWV. So guys, if you want to be a part of this amazing community, join my Patreon. So guys, and let's begin today's video with this tweet that was written by Junk Savvy on August 16th. And she wrote, plaintiffs Oxer and Montero filed motion for various necessitated leave. Plaintiffs seeking leave for clarification regarding the order entered on July 24, 2025 via ECF number 7, seal link below. Permission to file under seal their second amended complaint, including records, exhibits, etc. In support thereof, which plaintiff content should be filed under seal in light of warranting circumstances. And a brief extension of time of 2 days following the court's response order in response hereto to allow plaintiffs make any necessary adjustments to their already completed second amended complaint. And she added the link to the court listener webpage. And Marty Van Buren asked a very legitimate question. What is this court filing saying in layman's terms? And Daniel himself responded. In plain terms, the situation is evolving, and we need clear guidance from the judge to know how and what to respond with appropriately. And let me show you the screenshot I gave for this document to ChatGPT, and here's the answer. The plaintiff are asking the court for three things. First, clarification. They want the court to confirm whether the first amended complaint filed in December of 2025, aiding Montero as a co-plaintiff and leaving only the SEC as defendant, is operative complaint, because a recent court order seemed to reference the original complaint and defendants who were already removed. 2. Permission to file under seal. They want to submit their second amended complaint, already prepared, along with supporting records and exhibits under seal, because they believe the information could affect ongoing federal investigations. And guys, this is, in my opinion, very indicative sign, because the ongoing investigations for now are the investigations that tries to discover the actions that were made from the board of directors of NextBridge Hydrocarbons. And this is this information might be very interesting. And 3. Brief extension of time. They ask for a 2-day extension to make modifications to their second amended complaint once the court clarifies its order. They emphasize they are not delaying proceedings in bad faith and believe the relief requested is necessary for justice. So, it is a crystal clear explanation of this recent filing, and let me show you another clarification in regards to the motion to quash that I covered just a couple of videos ago. Salot wrote this: still seeing confusion out there as to why FINRA filed their motion to quash 2004 examination subpoenas in DC District Court in the MMAT bankruptcy case. FRCP 45D3A states the court where compliance is required must quash a subpoena. So here's the screenshot of the Cornell Law School, which pretty much proves this statement. FRBP 9006 incorporates FRCP 45 subpoenas for bankruptcy cases. By FINRA filing in this district, they seem to suggest that the DC district where their headquarters is would be where the compliance for the 2004 examination and subpoena would be. This isn't to say that this is certainly the right district, or that the judge will agree that it is either. But I believe this is the rationale to why it's in DC, and is especially true because they are non-party to the bankruptcy case. And another add-on, FRCP 45F pretty clearly states that with consent of the court finds exceptional circumstances, the court can transfer the motion to the court it was issued. So it's possible it wins right back up in Nevada. So, quite interesting, and to be honest, I like this type of comments that are pretty much explains the most recent activity that happened in the court listener web pages and basically in the lawsuits itself. Next one, I want to pay attention to the set of tweets that were written by Jennifer Vitrano. And first of all, I want to show you this tweet that she wrote just yesterday. If this is a part of DDD campaign, I am happy to be a part of the Hard Girls Club. And she refers to her own tweet that she wrote again on August 17th. These women look beautiful. No wonder why the creatures from below in MMTLP hate them. And she added the screenshot from the space call, not the space call, but the podcast. Wait a second. Here is this podcast, Truth to be Told, Legal Thunderdome 2. And here you can find the screenshot of this podcast where Platinum Sparks and Amy explains well, I have to admit that I want to give a huge shout out to these two beautiful women, because they explained a lot, not only in our case, but in the entire system. It is quite long story. You can see that it is almost 3 hours long video, but believe me, it is definitely worth your attention. On top of that, here is the summary that was made by Roman Soups, and you may like him or not, but he does it to basically save your time. And if you want to know more with the less time spent on this, please follow Roman soups and watch his and read basically his comments. On top of that, I want to pay attention to another tweet from Jennifer Vitrano. She wrote this just several hours ago. This is the most ridiculous thread I have read to date. And first of all, I want to pay attention to this thread in details. It was started 12 hours ago by guess who, and guess who wrote. It has become more clear with every day that passes that Trot and his 1209 disciples have one goal. Even if some of them don't know, they are just pawns in the game. This group's actions seemingly appear to want to bankrupt Greg McCabe and NBH. Well, guys, I will not comment on this, and basically I have a lot of information that I don't want to comment because it will affect your point of view potentially, and my main goal is to give you unbiased information. So that is why let me read this forward. Bankrupting the company makes all of the evidence and shareholders go away. It quiets the noise. Someone wants to clean up this crime scene before it's properly processed. Who is pulling the strings? McCabe knew this as he addressed it in his communications that were released via UL information request documents. Trot seemingly knows this as well, as he has mentioned it in several public posts. He admits he knows the regulators are dragging their feet in the effort to bankrupt NBH. McCabe is playing on a different level. Bankruptcy isn't on the table. Regulators, broker-dealers, bad actors, and vexatious litigants will all be called to answer for their part in the attempt to destroy the man and the company. Piling on with other individual pro-se litigants is costing the company and McCabe money. That isn't demonstrating that you want shareholders' resolution, a share count, the company to thrive, or to hold the real criminals accountable. Food for thought, just saying. And here's the answer from Scott. Trot knows the company is bankrupt, no leases, no oil, no gas. Regulatory issues. It was a pump and dump run by the usual suspects in a routine some Texas families have been doing forever. Right, Jen? Sky-high oil claims, then dozens of financial transactions showing big things happening. Then if it blows up and you get caught, you bring in some screwball to scream, naked shorts, and then reckoned under oath. Mao can't make this up. Throw in some social media con men with criminal histories. More on that later. Or foreign folks, Trevor Simplation. And you have a dog's breakfast waiting to be spilled on the public floor with one ill-timed reply all email that brings the heat in at much higher temperature setting. Enjoy your idiocy. You used to say the 1209 were all idiots. Now we are bankrupting a company that claims to have 3.2 billion barrels of oil. Oh, wow. And this is my third alt wrote. Wait, Scott, didn't you say you have proof the float is way over? You call with Schwab too. Do the naked short not exist anymore? If they do, what's more valuable, settlement for McCabe or reconciling overage? Scott wrote, ask Wes Christian what happened. I mailed him and Burda everything from Schwab and offered a draft affidavit. Christian was not interested and never responded, then lied under oath in his June 16, 2025 affidavit and said he was waiting for me to get the audio. The whole reason I went to Burda and him was I believe they were good men and would take action since Wes holds himself out as some sort of hero to retail. He's anything but. They are just perennial grifters. Ask Wes why he and McCabe didn't use everything I provided flamethrower. It's all tales from the grift. You guys keep drinking the Kool-Aid from their hacks and shills all the way to bankruptcy. We have other plans. And this is my third alt road. Well, maybe it was your approach that turned them off. Regardless, you didn't answer my core question. What's more valuable to you, a bankrupt NBH or reconciling overage? Also, what's the mechanism for Wes to have been able to get the recording on your behalf without becoming your lawyer under contract? And Scott responded, ask Wes, let him explain why he wouldn't do it, or Burda or McCabe. Maybe you will get an answer from McCabe if he inadvertently hits reply all again. And Scott also tagged Jennifer Vitrana, Burby, Matthew Peace, Aaron Cho, and Jason. And let me show you the tweet from Jennifer Vitrana. Let me read in its entirety. Why would anyone want to bankrupt a company they own shares in? Answer: they don't. The minions want transparency, but only when it fits their narratives. Too bad. We will move forward despite your Saturday morning cringe feeds and your long boring posts that are really just projections. No one is interested. Go call Congress. Maybe in the next 50 years someone will listen to you. And she definitely addresses her tweet to Junk Savvy. And let me show you one of the most interesting parts of today's video. Just a couple of days ago, Sam IM wrote this. Junk Savvy weighs in on McCabe's reply all snafu. Blames shareholders for sharing, saying they should grant McCabe professional courtesy when accidentally receiving emails about his potential legal actions against them. Next Bridge Hydrocarbons never cease to entertain. And let me show you this, let me play you these two recordings.
To her, but I don't know why he would do that. He addressed it to Jason and Jason. So, but she has now published that publicly. And, but what's interesting is she says it's part of a pattern of behavior that Mr. McCabe is denying shareholders access to information she argues they're legally entitled to. I don't actually believe that is the case under Nevada law. But what actually is interesting is that if you read the email, it says, number one, this appears to be, which is a statement of opinion, a continued harassment campaign against the company in an effort to bankrupt us. I ignored it last time. Do you think I need to respond to this one? So rather than just ignoring it, he actually did reach out to his attorneys and say, hey, do we need to finally respond to this? So it looks like he is attempting to take some action. But what I find more disturbing is that typically with communications like this, privileged information is shared accidentally. She has chosen to put it on a public docket. So there you go, guys. But again, Mr. McCabe is expressing his opinion. It appears this to be part of a harassment campaign. You guys know, based on, you know, the PR that was put out regarding tortious interference.
So guys, and you probably don't know what is she talking about, but she's talking about this letter that was a set of letters that were written back and forth to Greg McCabe from Jennifer Vitrana. And here is quite interesting letter that was that was sent by Greg McCabe to Jennifer, and it was sent by mistake. First of all, let me read the original letter that was sent from Jennifer Vitrana, and I believe I already covered this letter where Jennifer asks for additional information as a shareholder, as a legitimate shareholder of Next Bridge Hydrocarbons. And for some reasons, by mistake, I believe Greg McCabe wrote this to Jennifer back, and he wrote, Jason and Jason, this appears to be a part of the continued harassment campaign against the company in an effort to bankrupt us. I ignored it last time. Do you think I need to respond to this one? Also, our PR firm has received the same letter from Trot and his crew. I was going to ignore it as well. Please let me know your thoughts. And just minutes later, he also wrote this to Jennifer Vitrana. Please disregard and delete the email I inadvertently sent less than 20 minutes ago. Thank you, Greg. Well, guys, is this the same Greg who stated, and the Busy Brands, in my opinion, just a couple of days ago disclosed this statement from Greg from his private conversation, that Greg will not leave MMTLP community and will fight for each and every MMTLP shareholder. But with this statement, I believe it is a completely opposite actions that he's about to act. And on top of that, let me show you another quite interesting tweet and quite interesting thought from Jennifer Vetrano. She wrote, "I can't stop wondering if attempting to destroy evidence is a big issue, just a thought." So guys, this means, yes, I believe this letter and this ask from Greg McCabe to delete the email that he inadvertently sent by mistake, I believe is a pure evidence. Well, I think it is a attempt to destroy this evidence, and to be honest, it makes me thinking that not only Greg McCabe, but all the people who are trying to protect him, like John Xavier, are the people who don't want to see the resolution in the near-term perspective, at least who don't want to see the resolution through the most convenient and most, I would say, the easiest way. She just tried to make it longer. She just tried to attempt to drive this story, so-called drive the story, through the wrong way, in my opinion. It is just my opinion, but I cannot tell anything rather than this based on all these stories. On top of that, she also wrote, Junk Xavier, I mean, also wrote this, just a reminder about the most recent Scott Rhodes actions in his lawsuit. And you can see that plaintiff Rhodes files stipulated motion for 7-day stay of proceedings in writ of mandamus claim with SEC. The court stated that the Second Circuit Court has jurisdiction over this matter in docket number 30. Trot will not be filing an objective to the respondent's motion to dismiss based on yesterday's ruling, but needs time to assess whether or not an appeal to the Second Circuit, a removal, or a dismissal without prejudice serves plaintiff and the interests of judicial economy and costs associated with the U.S. government's legal bills. Here, as much time and effort could be saved if a simple move of this case to the Second Circuit is in order. 3. Counsel to the government consents to a 7-day extension for petitioner to assess the procedural mechanisms available to him. And 4. Towards objection to respondent's motion to dismiss was due on August the 9th. And here is the answer from Scott Rhodes himself. Complaint regarding McCabe and NBH at SEC enforcement, letter RIP TRCH, and he published these screenshots of his filed documents. And guys, I have to admit that it is quite interesting in general that well, the more actions are made by 1209 community, the more counter actions we have from so-called non-1209 community, despite the fact that these actions should definitely benefit all shareholders. And this makes me thinking that well, some people in our community are not the people who they pretend to be. And this is quite interesting and, to be honest, quite scary. At the same time, guys, take a look right here. Scipio, and by the way, he also filed the most recent lawsuit, just less than 45 days, I believe at the very beginning of July. He wrote this: "Hear me out, non-party FINRA. Really? I'm in court right now suing FINRA for what they did in MMTLP. A violation of constitutional rights is no small thing. No party FINRA. Like, are you serious? So FINRA wants us to believe that MMAT and TRCH merger that birthed MMTLP doesn't connect MMTLP to the activities related to the merger. Therefore, MMTLP is not related to a merger. Are you serious? That's their argument. I am the only one that hears how stupid this sounds. The fact FINRA is in court with multiple retail investors for the harm they've caused in MMTLP makes them a direct party to the circumstances surrounding the merger and beyond by way of what they did in MMTLP. If they're the trustee, I would 100% leverage retail lawsuits against FINRA as support, not just for the records on MMTLP, but for the party status of FINRA themselves. FINRA is not a non-party to the investigation that needs to happen with everything surrounding what has happened and continues to go on with MMTLP and the MMT bankruptcy. For them to even suggest so is an insult to our intelligence. I want my money. And he refers to the statement that FINRA made in their recent response that trustee did not even mention MMTLP in his documents, and this means it is not related to MMTLP story. Guys, it is ridiculous. And here is the quite interesting couple of tweets. Dev wrote this: we should all file separate lawsuits against them to scare the shit out of them. Imagine 100 of suits coming all in at once. And Crispy Bill wrote this: I have been considering filing my own lawsuit. I just don't know where to start. And CPO responded to him: use AI to help you navigate the process. It will tell you step by step, form by form, word by word, what you need to do and how you need to do it. FINRA should be having to deal with thousands of lawsuits due to the due process violation they committed. So guys, definitely it is quite interesting idea, but don't you think that we already have several lawsuits that were filed as a pro se lawsuits, pro se plaintiffs from the 1209 community? And instead of spreading our attention, spreading our efforts to so many lawsuits, don't you think it is much more convenient and much more effective to focus our attention on these several lawsuits and to help these process plaintiffs to push their case forward? I think it might be a much more effective to push this case forward. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God